my co-host is channeling a power of great darkness.
My demence is fate's as ruthless and cryptic as any known by man. The iniquity I taste is the same as my soul.
Yeah, I think he's a little overtired.
The unmanifested evil is come, and shall slither and scuttle through innumerable, ineffable doorways.
Well, anyway...
And in the moment of deepest and most pitiable fear, you shall taste our review of Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth.
Hope, purpose, pleasure, all meaningless. I now walk in the shadows between worlds, and it is there I have finally glimpsed upon what lives in the dark corners of the earth.
Life was not always so bleak for private detective Jack Walters. Before his years in Arkham, Walters was a gifted, if rather dense, crime solver.
At last! They seem to recognize me. I don't get it.
He enjoyed life, as do all who are spared the curse of intelligence. Mr. Walters' days on the sane side of reality's putrescent veil came to an end when he stumbled into a missing person case that sent him to Innsmouth.
Jack, Innsmouth is a strange place. There are things that have no business being here. Foul, reeking things.
Strange? Trust me, I'm good with strange.
And yet it could be argued with no exaggeration of the facts as they stand that a man does not know strange until he knows Innsmouth. For there are strange objects in the great abyss, and the seeker of dreams must take care not to stir up or meet the wrong ones. I have always thought there is a peculiar fascination about provincial towns, where time treads lightly and leaves bewildering and labyrinthine recesses, and little worlds unknown each to the other. It's just unfortunate that so many of those little worlds are inconveniently locked.
It won't open. It won't open. It won't open. The store is closed.
And the locals have precious little time to discuss popular singer-songwriters.
Did you hear about Thomas Waits?
Nothing I want to talk to you about, stranger.
More people enter Innsmouth than leave it, or at least than leave it by the landward side. And those who are not loquacious are the likeliest to leave.
I'm looking for Brian
Just leave me be, stranger.
Ill tidings for a chatty bitch like Jack Warner, P.I.
Well, that's just swell.
Then the shadows began to gather, first little furtive ones under the table, and then bolder ones in the dark paneled corners. The atmosphere remains tense, taut, and on the dimly lit side of things.
Could you get your mommy for me?
Nope. Mommy bites.
One can't help but think that the fish-lipped men of Innsmouth have something of an advantage over you, as they don't have to fumble with recalcitrant controls. The world of Howard Phillips Lovecraft is recreated with unmitigated aplomb, and an abundance of blasphemous and unholy "What the Christ was that?" A full third of your adventure is spent unarmed, and it must be expected that you will die a dozen deaths or more between most save points.
A pistol and a shotgun, at last.
Your salvation, they are not, Mr. Warner. Our detective friend may be an old hand at the investigative trappings of clue work, but the wise gunman would not choose him as his right hand in a shootout. There is challenge, but it is for the wrong reasons.
What was that?
The presentation will drive you to complete Jack's descent into the mouth of madness, but you'll spend a lot of time patching up wounds, restoring lost sanity, and resurrecting the poor sap. Never mix up with secret and ultimate horror, young gamers, if you value your immortal souls. But Call of Cthulhu, Dark Corners of the Earth, may be enjoyed if you are prepared to weather a 3 out of 5. And if you see Tom Waits, give him my regards.
What have you done with Tom Waits?
Adam, you okay?
Yes, we're gonna just go a little excited, but I'm feeling better now.
I think it's a little much. It really got into all those like weird diatribes, a spelling bee, 2 entire reviews that didn't make any sense.
I don't get that many calls.